Welcome to Casting Actors Cast, where we turn good intentions into great auditions. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach, casting director, teacher, and today, your guide through one of my favorite acting truths. Stop trying to be good. Be specific.
Casting actors cast, what a show! With Jeffrey Dreisbach, we're ready to go. From agents to gigs, learn what you lack. Tune in every week, we're bringing you back.
We're going to kick off the show right after this. Well, hello and welcome to Casting Actors Cast, the podcast for actors. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach. I'm a casting director, I'm a teacher, I'm an author, I'm all kinds of weird stuff. Welcome to the episode. I'm really looking forward to sharing this information with you. I think you're going to have a really good time understanding what it is to not be specific in the choices when you audition. But first, this is that moment of the podcast where I get to say thank you for tuning into Casting Actors Cast. Please, if you have any questions, please, you can write me a letter. The way that you do that, you can send me a note. You can email me. It's really easy to do. castingactorscast@gmail.com is the email address. But my website is also a place that has a form that you can fill in and ask me any questions. That's castingactorscast, all one word.com. If you do that, you're going to also find some freebies on the website, a book on doing voiceover work. You'll also see an absolutely free video called Casting Secrets, What They Don't Tell You. Also available is my course, the audition course, which is doing really well, and I'm really excited that it's now available for you, as well as my book called Booked It, the actor's playbook for getting cast. You'll find that also in an audiobook format. So all kinds of stuff going on, and we're busy. Our office is continuing to work on several feature films at the same time, and we're gearing up for some of the theater things that are going to be happening in the spring. So it's been an exciting time, and I just want to welcome you and thank you very much for being here. Also, my shout out to my good friends at Actors Connection, actorsconnection.com/New York. So let's just talk about the trap of being good. You know, I heard that from an actor in a class. I said, well, really, what do you want? And the actor says, I just want to be good. See, let's face it, actors are perfectionists. You want to be good. You want validation. You want to walk out thinking, that was solid. I nailed it. But here's the thing. Surprise. Good is boring. Yeah, you heard me right. Being good is kind of boring. It's vague. It's safe. You can be good, and guess what? You're still forgettable. Specific, on the other hand, is what makes you pop. Think of it this way. I think of good is like vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream, it's good. Specific is like vanilla ice cream with sea salt, caramel, and just a dash of chili flakes. Yeah? Guess what? You don't forget that, right? So this is why specificity wins every time over just trying to be good. When you make specific choices about who you're talking to, what you want, what's in your way, and what you're feeling, you invite the audience into your world. As a casting director, I've seen hundreds of readings where the actor delivered every line correctly, hit every beat, and still left me cold. Then someone comes in, makes a strong, oddly personal choice, and suddenly the scene lives. That's the magic of specificity. It's the difference between acting that's impressive and acting that's alive. Here are some examples and some insights. Let's say you have the line, I don't care anymore. That's the line. Now, I know already you're trying to do that line several different ways, right? I don't care anymore. That's your line. Now, if you're trying to be good, you'll probably play it very evenly, maybe sad, maybe detached. But if you're specific, you know that you're saying that line to your brother who's betrayed you for the third time. Now, it's full of complexity. Maybe it's anger hiding in heartbreak. Maybe it's relief. You see, that's what draws us in. Specificity reveals story. Now, that's one of those write that in kind of deals. Somebody make a note of that. Specificity reveals story. So here's some practical tips for being specific. I've got 5 tips that I think are going to be really helpful to you about this. Name the relationship. That's number 1. Name the relationship. Who are you talking to? Saying, oh, that's my partner. That isn't enough, right? The person who once knew everything secret about me and now barely looks at me, guess what? That's specific. Number 2, define the want. What do you need from the other person right now? Not, I want to win. Try, I want them to admit I matter. Wow, you can see how reframing that can provide all kinds of nuance and specificity in the choices that you're making. Play the opposites. This is tip number 3. Play the opposites. If the scene seems angry, find the tenderness underneath. Real people hold contradictions. Anchor your choices in truth. Specific doesn't mean invented, it means rooted. Use your imagination to illuminate reality, not decorate it. Let's move on from there. Here's my favorite example from casting. There was a young actor who auditioned for a role in a TV pilot. It was a son confronting his father. Every young actor that came in, they played it very, very angry. And this one actor, I'll never forget this, he played it quietly, almost tenderly. He listened. He smiled in the middle of the pain. Amazing. The director leaned over to me and said, "That's the one." Now, why did that happen? Because the performance wasn't just good. It was specific. And specific feels like truth. Own it. Make it yours. And you'll find that a whole new world opens up. In addition to working on a script in this way, finding those specifics, what's going to happen is you're going to find something interesting to focus on even during an audition or when you've booked the role and you're kind of wondering, gosh, which direction should I take this in? This is a way that you can absolutely stay focused and connected. Specific feels like the truth. So keep searching to finding that truth. All right, here's some closing thoughts. If you take anything or one thing away from this episode, let it be this: don't chase approval, chase truth. Specificity isn't about showing off your acting choices. It's about giving us a reason to believe you. Because when you're specific, you're not performing anymore. You're living. Thanks for spending time with me today on Casting Actors Cast. If this episode sparked something, share it with a fellow actor or drop me a message. I love hearing how those ideas show up in your auditions. CastingActorsCast@gmail.com. Until next time, remember, stop trying to be good, be specific. The audience and casting directors will thank you. See you next time.
It's been great having you in our talent pool today. Your support means the world to us, so please consider sharing, liking, and reviewing this episode wherever you jump in. I'm Megan Grace Martinez. Thanks.
From